This is the New England Patriots news feed on CLNS Media Network. Today is Monday, August 21st, 2017. This is Tyler Trudeau reporting for CLNS Media, the leading online provider of audio and video coverage for all New England sports. Even though it was just another Patriots practice today, that didn't stop the solar eclipse from happening. Tom Brady was among a few of his teammates who decided to check out the eclipse today. Even Bill Belichick had time to comment on the solar eclipse today during his time with the media. At the end of his news conference, he was asked if he was an eclipse guy. Belichick gave an expected Belichickian answer when he smiled, walking away from the podium saying, quote, yeah, it's great, end quote. Could LeGarrette Blount be cut from the Eagles? According to NFL insider Adam Kaplan, maybe. On 97.5 The Fanatic, Kaplan talked about the struggling former Patriot. Quote, I didn't think it would be this big if you asked me a week ago, but the more information I gather on Blount, the more I understand that he's no lock to make the football team. Again, if you were to ask me a week ago, I'd probably say, he's going to make it. I don't see it being an issue. But bad preseason game, just wait, not great. I've just been checking into some things, end quote. Back in 2014, Blount went over to the Steelers in the offseason and didn't get much playing time. After he expressed displeasure, Blount ended up being cut in the middle of the season and ended up moving back to New England with the Patriots. Last year, he had an outstanding season with the Pats and helped them win Super Bowl 51. Blount has ran 17 yards on 9 carries this preseason. That is 1.9 yards per carry. Along with a fumble, things aren't going Blount's way in the preseason. The Eagles, like a lot of teams, aren't playing their top offensive lines, which could be the cause of Blount's poor production, but the Patriots didn't make it a priority to sign the power back in the offseasons, which shows he isn't vitally important. If Blount doesn't play well for the Eagles early in the regular season, they could ultimately release him. Could he make his way back to New England? Possibly. If Mike Gillislee continues to struggle with a hamstring injury, Belichick would likely take Blount back in a heartbeat and end Gillislee's season. The only real effect that Blount would have on the Patriots if he didn't make the Eagles roster at the start of the season is that New England would lose their 7th round compensatory pick. At the end of the day, that is not the biggest loss in the world. That's it for today's Patriots news feed. To get even more up to speed on the 5-time Super Bowl champions, follow CLNS Media on Twitter at CLNS Media and on Facebook at facebook.com/CLNSfans. And be sure to subscribe to CLNS Media, New England Patriots postgame show, and the Patriots Beat podcast feeds, both available on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as on the CLNS Media mobile podcast app. This is Tyler Trudeau for Patriots Newsfeed.